Shots fired.
That is a banger.
You were turning into the Starting Five podcast. I'm your man, E-Trader. Of course, you can call me Trill for short. And as always, you hit me up on Instagram at X at E_trillionaire. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Starting Five Podcast. Follow our Instagram page at The Starting Five Pod. And, like, comment, and subscribe to that joint. And don't forget to listen to us on Spotify or Apple, wherever you get your podcast. I'm going to kick it to my left.
What's good, y'all? You catch me on X, last name of Dom Bree X on IG. Catch me on Facebook at Dom Daniel. And we come with nothing but fire content on here today, baby. Let's get it going. I'll pass it to my left.
You already know what it is, man. Jonathan Cinco Hardy on the book at SuperJohn on X/Twitter and Instagram. And I'm here to do what we do best, man. Talk that shit.
Yeah. So we got a couple of our compadres not in this evening, so we'll take the Grammy on their behalf. But listen, so we'll start with the fast break segment, of course, news and notes across the sports landscape. And if you, were like many people this past Saturday, you watched the Netflix fight between Mike Tyson.
Friday.
Was it Friday? It was
Yeah,
Friday, my bad.
night.
Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. And much controversy has come out of this bout. People saying Iron Mike didn't look like, okay, Mike, he's a little older, folks. I mean, newsflash. But the controversy as far as Mike signed an agreement not to do this, not to do that, and make it, I guess, their entertainment thing, and for it to go all 8 rounds. Like, what y'all thought? Like, I thought Mike, that obviously wasn't Mike in his prime.
No.
But I still thought, though, if he had opportunity to hit that boy, he would have knocked him out. But he never threw that punch that I was looking for.
Listen, this was, if old school people would know, this was WWF, WCW at its finest right here.
There you go.
That's all this was. This was a play, as you would know best.
Yeah.
This was a fucking musical. This was a dance. This was a routine.
Tyler Perry show.
Yes. However you want to put it. This shit was not a real fight.
No, it wasn't as advertised at all.
No.
And he did, what do you make? $20 million off of that?
$20 million, man.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Jake Paul put his, you can't do this, that, and the third. I'm pretty sure it made it very easy for Jake Paul to come out with the win. Mike took his $20 million, went in there and sparred with him, and did what he had to do.
Right.
I mean, like, when I heard it was a clause in there where he couldn't throw no uppercuts, I'm like, bro, that's one of Mike's
patented. That's his bread and butter,
That's
man.
his bread and butter. Like, that's like, come on.
That's his knockout punch.
That's his go-to. And you can tell Mike, he thought about it.
He was pulling punches.
Yeah.
You can tell Mike was pulling punches,
man.
bro. He was pulling punches. Like, I really could knock your ass out right here.
Mm-hmm. Especially after I heard Roy Jones Jr., he was on Stacking and Matt Barnes, All the Smoke, and Royal said, look, when he got in the ring with Mike, he like, yo, bro, fast, and he can still hit. Like, I'm trying to get out the way and dodge these. He wasn't throwing nothing like that at Jay. Yeah. And I was like, and that's why I really didn't get mad. I wasn't mad no way, but when he made the comment when the little kid asked him about legacy, and he shunned the question off as to say, yo, legacy don't mean nothing, it's made up. I don't know why people use that word. No one's gonna remember me when I'm dead and gone. Yes, we will, Mike. Stop that. But he was just saying, this ain't a legacy fight for me. This is, in other words, I'm showing up to Las Vegas or wherever it was at Dallas. Was in Dallas, right?
Dallas.
And I'm about to collect a briefcase full of cash, and I'm out.
Facts.
And no Diddy, I'm gonna have my ass out on the camera. That caught me off guard. Like that in of itself, you know what I'm saying? So that lets you know it was pure entertainment.
I turned the fight off before that even came. So I'm glad I didn't.
That was at the beginning.
I'm glad I didn't get to see that.
The best fight was the ladies. I mean, that was a brawl.
And she got I forget her name. The former champion. I feel she got robbed, and that girl was cheating.
Was it headbutt and stuff like that?
She headbutt her and cut her shit open, and she basically fucking with it the rest of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
far as Mike's legacy point, I feel like he's dead wrong because how many people they said was there? Like 70,000 plus people was there.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, 65. I'm gonna say 70. 70 to about 70 to 80% of them people was there to see Mike Tyson again.
Yeah, it was.
Facts.
One last time.
It felt like that old feeling was back. Like Mike Tyson fighting. Like it was. They came to see Iron Mike.
Yeah, that was that was the buzz that it was. And look, man, people love Mike Tyson, man. I agree with you, bro. Like he can shun it all he wants to, but people know who Mike Tyson is.
I ain't like that. I wish you would have expounded upon more of it, rather than shunning it like that.
Yeah.
Of course, when he's dead and gone, we're still gonna remember Mike Tyson for all the things that he did and all the memorable moments that he gave us. Like, I didn't like that.
I think he shunned it because he knew what he was about to go. He knew what he did in that ring. He knew that wasn't.
Yeah. Hey.
That was some play.
Right.
and this is America. I mean, shit like that happens.
Yeah, but that was Vince McMahon.
You figure you had 70 million people in the seats and probably another 20 to 30 million streaming it at the house. So you had 100 million people preoccupied. So something probably happened Saturday during that shit. You know, maybe we just don't know it yet.
Well, I heard they the government has finally came out and said there are aliens living among us.
Oh, we been knew that.
I mean, but they officially
admitting it.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch? We need to have a whole show dedicated to conspiracy theories.
With all that,
I got some.
So that way we you know what I'm saying.
Boy,
we can have a different conversation.
I'll be at the house in the bed late night scrolling. We're going down rabbit hole.
Man, YouTube and TikTok a motherfucker, boy.
Yes, they are, man. And so in other relative news, so I was going to use this in thoughts on, but let's get into it in fast break real quick. And I think the writing has been on the wall for a minute. And me and Don was hollering at it before you got here, John. But the New York Giants have decided to pivot from Danny Dimes to Mr. DeVito again as starting quarterback. So, that was hot, spicy meatball. But look, as they pivot from Danny Dimes, you got reckless Cleveland fans saying, "Yo, bring Daniel here," as if he's going to be the savior.
Jesus.
I apologize for the agony and turmoil and just.
I put my best.
It's just so many adjectives I can put on this. Like, who the fuck thinks Daniel Jones, excuse me, he doesn't even deserve a fucking nickname no more. Who the fuck thinks Daniel Jones is their savior?
I don't know.
They've been living under a rock. They clearly don't watch football.
Bro, he just went 2 years, almost 2 full football seasons without throwing a touchdown pass in his own stadium.
That's disgusting.
That's crazy.
Who the fuck wants that on their team?
That's crazy work right there.
Well, he got what, 40 M's?
40 a year. 40 a year.
Yeah.
And that's what the New York Giants have gotten. So they're gonna get DeVito another run here. I mean, I think they got probably about 6 or 7 games left to see what they.
A lot.
Which kind of makes sense to me. Going with him, but they decided to pivot to this guy. Maybe it's an excitement factor or some type of storyline that DeVito gives that maybe perhaps give them a little bit of relevance in a lackluster season once again.
That's how you know your fucking season going down the toilet. You gotta put in the local hero to get some buzz.
That's Mob Ties. He good for a couple games every year.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they gotta get him back out of there.
So much success. Well, good luck, Mr. DeVito. Maybe this is your shot, man. We don't know. And this guy. I just scrolled on this on IG, and Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. There are some rumblings that he might be forced to retire after his injury. There's been no timetable set for his return. A very, very, very serious neck injury that he suffered playing the Baltimore Ravens a few weeks ago.
Gosh.
So that'd be a blow to the Browns in their future, especially the defense side of the ball. And once again, I want to reemphasize that, and we talked about this maybe a week or two ago when a local radio show here shunned the idea of football being a life or death type of situation. This goes to show you that once again it is. And I don't mean to, be the dead horse here, but it happens. It's a physical game. You just don't know what's gonna happen.
Freak accident. That'll definitely get it. Me and Hob, after the game, we recapped it. Me and Hob were at the game, and you could. I'm telling you, when the shit happened in real time, like it sounded like a car crash. Like that's how hard them two hit each other. Like it echoed through the whole stadium, and like he went down immediately and was not moving.
On the TV, the angle of the TV height, you could just see the blank look in his eyes inside, his face mask, and so you just knew automatically, man, something went right. So man, just get well, Jeremiah, excuse me, and whatever decision you make, man, I'm cool with it, bro.
Speed on that healthy recovery, man.
That's tough, man. He's such a great player at such a young age, man. Got so much of a promising future, and he just played the game the right way, man. He just played the game like old school football heads that we are. He played the game just like it, and just played the way he played, man. Just caused for a significant injury, and we just hate seeing that. Definitely seeing that, man. Prayers to you. Hopefully you can recover, but your health is definitely the most important. So
yeah, you never played another down in football, bro. As long as you can stand up, walk, and talk, bro, that's a win.
That's definitely a win.
Listen, man, we'll get that. Probably get you a seat on CBS or Fox Sports, something like that, man. You can still, cover the game that you love, if that be the case. So two other stories for the fast break. First, the Cleveland Guardians are having some postseason or after season recognition. First-year manager Stephen Vogt won AL Manager of the Year.
As he should have.
And Emmanuel Clase came up third in Cy Young voting as Detroit Tigers left-handed pitcher Tariq Skubal was unanimous AL Cy Young. But shout out to Mr. Clase, Emmanuel Clase, for having a hell of a year, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
47, 48 saves, set a franchise record, and got him Cy Young consideration. So, very, very successful season.
Get us over the hump, man.
And we're looking forward to next year. And then lastly,
pay somebody, goddammit.
Goddamn, pay somebody. The Ohio State Buckeyes facing number 5 Indiana. I never thought in my lifetime that I would say the Indiana Hoosiers in top 5 areas relates to football.
Yeah, I was about to say,
in the same sentence. So this is a big one for the Buckeyes. This ain't gonna be just the old here Indiana on the schedule again. A week before Michigan.
They would have come to play. Man. Starting off slow might get you in the fourth quarter where you're trying to come back, and every play counts, and you leave yourself no wiggle room for any errors. So you gotta come to play. Come ready to play from kickoff, man, and don't leave a play alone, man. Don't leave a play dead out there, man. You gotta come to play. Cause don't take this team lightly, cause they will beat you. Just don't take them lightly, man.
So, speaking of some things, piggybacking off things you thought you would never say.
Right.
The team up north gave the best game plan against Indiana, and that was trying to muscle and out physical them. We are bigger and stronger. We have the same game plan I said we should have used against Oregon, which Wisconsin did and almost had a major upset last week against Oregon. Did exactly what I said the Ohio State should have did. We have to out physical and not try to get too cutesy. Yes, we know we got one of the best receiver corps in all of the world. We know that. We can go get us you would think we can go get us a pass anytime we want to. But man, line up and punch somebody in the mouth, man. All football players, that is the most demoralizing thing in the world.
Fact.
When you can line up and move another man against his will. Let's do it, man. Michigan gave the blueprint. That was the lowest scoring Indiana's had all year. That was the tightest game they played all year. Other than that, they've been smoking everybody's boots.
Yep.
You just gotta line up and punch somebody in the mouth, man. We don't need 17 double reverse passes and 99 bubble screen. We don't need all that. It's a time and a place.
Yep.
We got two of the best backs in the country, man. Line up and run the ball, play action, and let's go get this dub, man, and get ready for next week.
Yeah, for sure. And with a little bit of Ohio State center Seth McLaughlin out due to an Achilles heel tear, so we'll be playing our backup offensive lineman in the game. As a matter of fact, they didn't. I think Carson Hinsman should be the player who starts in this place. But yeah, so the Buckeyes are light on all. But I mean, yeah, you guys still win the line of scrimmage regardless who out there. I definitely want to see some carries.
Just for recruiting.
And wait a minute, this game is it in Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
so it's at the shoot. So Buckeyes got a shot here definitely to. I mean, look, Indiana is 10-0, 7-0 in the Big Ten. While the Buckeyes 9-1, 6-1 in the Big Ten. It's a big game.
This decides who goes to the Big Ten championship.
Absolutely.
If we lose, the Indiana go, and we gotta hope to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which I still think we get in with 2 losses, especially with the
wild.
SEC going on.
That's just wild to say. If we lose to Indiana.
Yeah, it is, but like you said, Dom,
Right.
if O-State think the way everybody think, the same way he been surprised Indiana at 5 in college football, he not the only one thinking like that.
That's facts.
If they come out there and look like that, if you wasn't watching the game from beginning to end, you gonna go, hey, let me go check to see what O-State doing. You gonna turn that motherfucker on, it's gonna be 31-17, and we trying to claw our way back into the game.
Yep. Can't take these motherfuckers lightly, bro. You cannot.
Nope.
As they see them right now,
This is the big thing. This is they proven game.
Yep.
Because everybody said, man, Indiana weak. They strength of schedule is terrible. They ain't playing nobody. Blah 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 blah. They don't deserve to be where they at. They're coming out here to prove something against y'all.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm quite sure the Hoosiers want this probably more than anything they ever wanted in their life.
I heard a stat. I forgot who. I think it was. I forgot who I was listening to. They ain't beat us since '88.
Jesus.
Damn. That's almost 30 years.
Jesus.
Wow. That's what you call dominant. Fuck.
And they beat us back-to-back years. They beat us 87 and 88. But the last one they beat us was 88.
Wow. So that must have been down Ohio State football back then for that to be the case. Damn. I think that's even possible.
That's what I heard. I still ain't fact checking, but that's what I heard. They ain't beat us since 1988.
Well, listen, that gives even more incentive to kick their ass on Saturday. So no slow starts. I know we played Purdue coming out of the and who we come out the bye we played slow against. Was it Nebraska?
No, Northwestern was last week. Yeah, it was Nebraska.
Yeah, so Nebraska we came out slow. I mean, relatively because we came out slow against Penn State. The last 4 games has been a slow start. I mean, you only up 21-3 or whatever it was against against Purdue this past weekend.
Yep.
I mean, you might have blown them out, but get rid of these guys early.
Early, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Go into halftime up, 3 scores. Let them know who the boss is. So that concludes the fast break. And I wanted to get into thoughts on real quick because I hope this still is in my, just came across my phone here earlier this afternoon. It involves Aaron Rodgers. And it was some consideration by management to bench Aaron Rodgers earlier this season. Damn, where's that story at? Did I hit it? Yeah, but this came from ownership to bench Aaron, and we talked about it before. they fired Salah way too early. I thought.
Yeah.
In terms of like they were still playing hard. I don't think he lost the locker room. I don't think it was that type of situation. I just think he was a scapegoat for management bringing in a player who they thought could still play, and he rightfully can. But I don't know if Aaron Rodgers mentally wants to play football anymore. And there's a story right here on Sports Illustrated on Google News that Aaron Rodgers' most logical next destination is retirement. So, what are your thoughts on this possibly taking place? And is it time for Aaron Rodgers to retire?
I think he's still got a little bit left in the tank. He is behind the offensive line that's not that good. So at an older age, coming off an Achilles, when he was a little younger, he would be able to scramble, make plays out of the pocket, throw dimes. But now it's like he has to rely on his offensive line to protect him a little bit more because he don't have that elusiveness like he used to. So he has to just pretty much take his steps and let the ball go. And if nobody's open, then he's holding on to the ball, hoping for somebody to get open. That's where the pressure comes in, and that's where you get all the mistakes at. He's forcing throws. He's when you constantly getting hit, you're not seeing the field well because you're worried about the rush so much. So it's
about that.
It starts to have the snowball effect on your play, especially your offense because you're going 3 and out every time. Your defense constantly out on the field, and that's where losses starting to pile up. So he might have a little bit left in the tank, but that offensive line got to get it together. I don't see anybody walking through that door helping him. He might need another offseason to get the offensive line together, but retirement is on the rise because I don't see him playing behind that offensive line too much longer.
I mean, that's something that he really got to consider. I mean, when you're on the other side of 40, I can attest. Like Drake say, ain't nothing the same no more. So, I mean, from athletic standpoint, I mean, I'm not an NFL quarterback or any kind of athlete of that ilk. But, I'm quite sure he's experiencing, the other side of 40 like I am at the same time, despite that. So, but more than anything, when you do have a devastating injury like that, I'm quite sure it creeps up like, how much longer am I going to do this? And so that's something that he got to wrestle with. And we talked about legacy a moment ago with Mike Tyson. I know he ain't trying to go out like this.
Not at all.
You feel me? Because he's been, top 5 for the last 10 years, 12 years. So we can't. I'm quite sure he don't want to go out in the bottom 2, bottom 5 in the league.
He's down there right now.
Because he hasn't thrown like somebody that I'm familiar with here in Cleveland. He has not thrown for 300 yards this season. So
he hasn't thrown for 300 yards in a long time.
I mean, he hasn't. They I don't know if they put it on here as a Jet, but yeah, he probably hasn't.
I'm not talking about as a Jet. I'm talking about as a Packer.
Packers, yeah. So this has been. It's been on the right on the wall for about 3 years.
Yeah.
As it relates to Aaron Rodgers and his capacity to continue playing NFL football.
Yeah, listen, man. Suck it up for the rest of this year, man. Go out with a bang. I think he need to hang it up. He don't even. The way he talk, I think he just like putting on a facade like he give a fuck. I don't think he cares no more.
Probably right.
I don't think he care about football no more.
I feel like he hasn't cared about football the last 4-5 years.
I mean, because he's gonna always be famous.
And that's a shame because.
Shit, he won 2 back-to-back MVPs.
Exactly, and it's like. You had good teams to compete in the playoffs.
Had Tom Brady and the Bucks and them on the run. Tom Brady was trying to give you the game.
Exactly.
Couldn't even take
and you couldn't capitalize. He just don't look like everything firing far as him wanting to got that itch, that burn, pause for the gridiron no more.
Losing will do that to you. For sure.
But he's part of the problem. It ain't like he out here throwing for 400. He ain't Joe Burrow.
Mm-mm.
He ain't throwing for 456 tubs, and our defense just couldn't get off the fucking field.
Yeah.
He's part of the problem.
You got a point.
Definitely.
And like you said, it ain't lack of weapons. It ain't lack of a team. Cause Zach Wilson went 7-9 with 7-10. I keep whatever with this team, and you were supposed to give us 3-4 more wins.
Yep.
You looking exactly the same. We shouldn't have got rid of Zach Wilson. If I'm a Jets fan, what the fuck was the difference?
Hey, you got a point.
I mean, sometimes I understand that the name sounds sexy, but sometimes sex ain't worth it.
And just, everybody just thought he was gonna be like Tom and fucking Peyton, lead a team and go have instant success.
But that right there, from a competitive standpoint, yeah, he's like Tom and Peyton. But mentally, I don't think he's there in terms of how rigid those two men were. Like, failure was not an option for those two. You can look at Aaron Rodgers at the end of the season and say, oh, look, we did our best. Where's the beer? That's kind of how the vibe I get from A-Rod. And listen, that's cool. I mean, that's who you is.
And he quick to throw a motherfucker under the bus.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks don't usually do that.
Yeah. You can always point the finger at someone else.
Yeah, that's usually how quarterbacks are when they're on their way out.
Mm-hmm. So let's see how this saga continues. Just though we need your input on this, man. We need you.
So I found it for you, EB. It is correct. The last time Indiana Hoosiers beat the Ohio State Buckeyes, October 8th, 1988, 41-7.
Wow.
In Bloomington, Indiana.
Wow.
After that, it's been built to ass.
Let's go Buckeyes.
Facts.
Switching to the NBA real quick for thoughts on topic. The 2-11 Philadelphia 76ers held a team-only meeting, which involved players and coaches. It is reported here by Tom Jones of The Athletic that Tyrese Maxey, the smiling point guard, took more of a leadership role and wanted to speak up. And some of his, words were directed at his good friend Joel Embiid.
As they should.
Who really, according to some reports here, is even the fans are getting tired of Joel. Lack of health, unwillingness to play in back-to-backs now. Really that being a part of what's wrong with the NBA. And someone suggested that the Lakers should trade Anthony Davis for Joel Embiid head up. I don't agree with that. However, first of all, the Lakers wouldn't do that. The Lakers is not going to do that.
Rondo retired tonight.
And do you think that perhaps maybe Joel Embiid needs a fresh start elsewhere? Because the process has not developed. I mean, we're still processing, if you ask me.
I feel like he might be on the Aaron Rodgers trajectory for like his love and passion for basketball, because he's constantly not in shape. He doesn't play back-to-backs, and he's never there when you need him the most come playoff time. And it just seemed like once he got the MVP, it's like it's been all downhill for him.
You feel like he was complete.
Yeah.
I hear what you did. I feel that.
I don't like what I'm seeing at all. I don't like what I'm seeing at all. It doesn't look good for him going forward. When you lose that Philly fan base, it's a wrap for you. Cause they loyal as fuck.
Yeah, when they turn on you, boy, they own you.
I mean, just ask Mitch Williams, the pitcher out of the bullpen for the Phillies. You can ask Donovan McNabb. Mm-hmm. You can ask T.O. You can ask Charles Barkley. Fuck, you might even ask Rick Mahorn. He loves Philly, and they love him, but when you want good, you ain't good.
They'll let you know.
They'll let you know about it. And so Maxey just said, and he quotes, I wanted to speak up. I felt the need to do that because I wanted to share that we're a better team than what we've shown on the floor. There was a lot said, but it is what it is. We said what we had to say to each other and figure out how we can move on for the rest of the season. Everyone understand what's at stake. Everyone is feeling the hurt. So, obviously when you're 2-11, there's a ripple effect because nobody likes to lose in professional sports. But on the bright side, man, they got a good rookie, playing very, very well.
He balling.
Yes, he is.
What is his
With his
name?
fingernails.
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain. You know, they got some vets in Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon, and you know they still got Paul George. So I mean, this is surprising. I mean, I know injuries is one thing, but like, you know, you wouldn't expect them to be 2-11.
They got their big dog in the middle, man. They don't have a big dog in the middle out there consistently, and Tyrese Maxey taking more of a leadership role
I like it.
than Embiid. I love it. I love it because
'Cause
clearly
he needs somebody to light a fire under his
Yep.
ass. Because everybody else
Exactly.
coddle his ass like
Yep.
he a big fucking baby.
Yep.
And look, and to your point, you know, from when we first started our podcast, you know, we need more vets in the league. And look, we can call, you know, Paul George a vet, but he can't call this team only meeting because he ain't been there long enough to do it. So who's next in line? It's got to be a guy like Tyrese because he's next up, and he plays his ass off every night.
Yes, he does.
Full speed.
So if you Joel and you got this little young man got your back, let's get it right, man. But first let's get healthy. You know, put the honey buns down. Stop eating them late night border runs. I'm just trolling. I don't know if he does this for real, but but maybe because he's not never in shape. So we really don't know how good he really can be if he's in tip top shape. Like we only wonder how good he is if he's in shape.
I think we always gonna wonder because I don't know how close. Are he 30 yet?
He's 30.
Gotta be, yeah. Came in 14.
It's not looking. He's about to. His body's already breaking down. It's only. gonna
If
get
he
worse.
not 30, he right there.
It's only gonna get worse.
Joel Embiid is 30 on the nose.
Yeah.
He'll be 31 next March.
Yep.
Yeah.
'Cause they came in 14 together, yep.
And what?
Speaking of, I'm talking about them. I'm talking about Andrew Wiggins.
What's Charles Barkley's quote, man? I can't remember it, man. Shit's
Which
so
one?
funny.
Right.
About older players.
Oh
Older
shit.
players just old.
And they don't get better. They just get old. Just get old. And I mean, when you came in the league, he had multiple feet problems when he came in the league,
Don't forget the back.
and the back. Now the knees. I mean, it's a lot. It takes its toll. And out of shape athletes.
And come on, man. How you been on a pitch count your whole damn career?
Yeah, he has been. He missed his first 2 years, right?
Like either if not full 2, I know it was a year and a half at least, at minimum.
Because, like I said, when he was drafted by the Sixers, he had the feet ailment.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, we talking about, maybe let me see, check NBA reference. Yeah, 2014-15 did not play injury. 2015-16 did not play due to injury. So 2 years of his career was missed due to injury, and really the last
Trust in the process.
3 or 4 have been floundered because of injury. Well, they had one flounder because of Ben Simmons, but the last 2 years for sure have been due to injuries for Joel. So, hey man, when you consider the top 10 player in the league, MVP of the league, got to come to play, man, no matter what. No excuses.
Gotta held to that standard, man.
Ain't nobody to hold his feet to the fire there.
Nope.
Like, could you imagine a UD over there?
Oh man, then light his ass up,
Man, what?
and you're not gonna back down from him.
That's exactly what he needs.
But ain't no vets like that. Either you need a vet like that on the bench,
Ain't no PJ
like in
Brown
the
there.
coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like in the coaching realm, or definitely within the locker room. Like you should automatically should have a league minimum salary for that 15-year vet to be on the bench across every fucking team in this league. That's if you want the game to continue in the way it's been. But if you want to let these young kids take over with this virtual reality style, you might dip to number 3 NBA because MLB is catching fire with the rule changes, with the faster game, with the pitch count. It's becoming more.
That was a game.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
never thought they would do it, but that was a game changer for the MLB.
Right.
The pitch count on the motherfucker.
people rocking with it now. So like the casual fan is more intrigued in baseball now because the game is faster. So now, yeah, I might watch 120 on bitches now because the game's faster.
Yeah, I can sit down and tune in. It ain't like watching golf no more.
You feel me? Anything for you guys in the thoughts on segments?
I got a thoughts on about the Rookie of the Year, for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Bo Nix is catching fire late in the year. Jaden Daniels he might have hit a ceiling, has been plateauing the last few weeks. And even though Caleb Williams came out with a lot of hype, Jaden Daniels pretty much took the league over by storm. And Bo Nix has been just quietly but surely just been getting better each week. And later on in the season, coming on, he's coming on strong. And I feel like it's like nip and tuck right now. It's getting real close. I feel like Jalen's still at the edge because he's been having a better season, but Bo's coming on strong. And I feel like it's gonna come out to these last few weeks, depending on who finishes stronger, or who can get that Rookie of the Year. Because we all see what Caleb is doing, and it ain't looking good. But Bo's definitely coming on strong, and I thought came out of nowhere. I ain't see that coming. I just thought it was gonna be a 2-man race between Caleb and Jaden all year, but Bo's definitely coming on strong and trying to take that away.
He's had a couple of duds. I mean, 60 yards passing against the Jets.
Yes, sure.
I guess you consider his 38 yards against the Seahawks. That was week 1. But, I mean, other than that, 164 against the Saints 5 weeks ago. But other than that, man, he's been over 200 yards pretty much every night, 300 against the Falcons here. QBR of 145. And you can ask Evan Mobley. They don't remember what you did at the beginning of the season. They don't remember what you did at the end of the season.
And they cooking.
And they putting some dubs together. And so yeah, he gonna definitely get some consideration. But I that's a good point though. Now I think right now we in week 10, going to week 11. We in week 12. Damn, I'm all over the place. I think.
Fly.
Jaden has it is week 12, right? Jaden has definitely captured probably the hearts of the voters, but he gonna have to come with it the next.
Yeah, he gotta finish. He gotta
finish strong to keep it
into the playoffs.
Because if he, like you say, if he plateaus and Bo moves the needle, he gonna get it. Possibly, maybe, I think.
And I feel like I don't know I can't. You still got his stats up. I don't remember what he did against Kansas City.
I do.
But if they pull that off, I think he possibly would have jumped his ass.
Yeah.
So 73 completion, 115 rating against the Chiefs, 215 yards with 2 TDs, no interceptions.
Yeah.
In fact, only 14 touchdowns to 6 INTs all year, 89 QBR.
That's solid for a rookie.
65% completion.
That's solid for a rookie.
So let's compare that to Jaden.
Even though he's my age, but no, I'm fucking with you, bud. You did play against Justin Herbert, though.
Yes, you did.
So Jaden, 10 touches to 3 INTs, 68 completion percentage, with a 99.6, basically 100% QBR rating. So they're right there. I think the passing yards are equivalent to 2275, 2338. They right there.
I still think Jaden got him, but Bone is
small
nipping at his heels.
Yeah, he nipping and tucking for sure. And for real, like it might take that defining win. I mean, okay, let me see.
That's why I said if they'd have beat KC, been the first team to knock them off, Bo would have jumped him.
So
and then
the schedule is just crazy.
They got the Chiefs coming up again, so maybe they can get one. This was gonna be at home. You figure a defining win for the Redskins will be probably the Eagles this year.
And they had them props, huh?
And they play them one more time.
They had them on the ropes, and then they got ugly in the fourth quarter.
Man,
Yeah, Philly rolling again.
That boy Saquon.
He rolling again.
I know the Jets. I mean, not the Jets. The Giants GM in the house punching air, boy.
Yeah, he already got fired, didn't he? He should have got
No,
fired.
the Jets GM got
Oh,
fired.
the Jets GM got fired.
Giants,
Okay.
I don't think he should have got his bags back right with him. They should have got fired the same day.
Yes, they should have.
But yeah, that was a great point, Bo, right there.
He nipping at his nose.
And they got the Raiders, they got the Browns coming up, bye week, Colts, Chargers. They got us, the Bengals, and they got the Chiefs last game. So
You got like 3 defining games in there. Against Joe, against Pat.
and Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert.
Justin
one more
Herbert.
time.
Yeah. Who, they play good football out there. I mean, Jim's just gonna run the football, win the line of scrimmage, and that's what we gonna do. The quarterback gonna be a game manager. And so that's what Jim does. Or John. It's Jim.
It's Jim.
It's Jim. All right. Any other thoughts, homie, before we get to our Week 11 recap? John, thoughts on Justin Tucker with these kicks, man? You want to say that for your recap?
No, I get into it right now.
Because I was shocked.
Pressing,
Why?
no clue. Pressing in his own head. Cause a lot of his shit is not. He pulling them.
He pulling them.
It's most of his misses, if not all. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head right now. I'm not going back to go look at missed kicks, but the ones all of them are he's overcompensating for something, and he's pulling all his fucking kicks. So I don't know, EB.
Well, let's add to that thoughts on
I know he cost us a game last week.
that's what I was gonna say, because now
And his
Lamar.
excuse was terrible.
I-
The worst excuse I've ever. How the fuck you can't say that? And you can't say the kicking conditions weren't the greatest, and the kicker on the other side didn't miss one.
I mean, he was 6 for 6, and that's what I was gonna say.
Like you ain't been in that same field before.
Bro, you played here you played for the Ravens your whole career. You have had to go to Pittsburgh 13 times.
You know how the field get late in the season.
But I digress.
No, I mean, that's critical, man. So, you make them kicks.
I still
right
believe
in that
in
game.
you, though. You
Look,
my
man,
guy. I got to.
You just hate to see the Steelers win. I don't like neither one of them teams. Let me be honest with you.
Bro, this is the second time this year they've won a game and not scored a touchdown.
And not score a touchdown.
It's infuriating.
Like, how could you be so fucking lucky?
Meanwhile, we scoring 4 touchdowns and
They can't win a game.
Oh my god.
It's infuriating.
Well, I don't know what touchdowns are here in Cleveland. I don't think we scored 20 points in a quarter yet. So we're going to get into our Week 11 recap. Because there's some misery. Well, I ain't going to call it misery. There's some disappointment by some things that have happened thus far.
Yeah, I'm super. You're right. Disappointment is definitely the one. Cause let me go ahead. Run through these. Thursday night, we aforementioned Jaden Daniels. We were just speaking about it. 18-26 Eagles get the dub, and they are now in first place in the NFC East. Lions belt to ass.
So, thoughts real quick on...
The only time they didn't score a touchdown was they took a knee at the end of the game.
They scored all 7 drives. Whoa.
Well, excuse me, not score They not score was the knee down, but their possession before they had kicked a field goal. But
Okay.
every possession before that was a touchdown.
Just thoughts on real
That's
quick.
fucking insane.
I heard a personality today say that he don't think Jared Goff is the real deal at this point.
I'm tired of him.
I don't know what more else he got to do. I mean, we had this discussion on the show about him and Matt. I know Matt Stafford he a lifer. I get that, but I knew the kid had a little bit more to give, and he's showing it. Obviously, him and Dan Campbell got a relationship.
But the thing is, and I agree. I think Matt's a better quarterback. Maybe because Jared has. I don't know. maybe because Jared has a better team. But Matt wasn't having this type of success with the fucking Lions when he was there. And you had a Hall of Fame fucking receiver.
That's tough. That's for all he had. He had a good team, probably maybe 3 or 4 years out of that whole tenure with the Lions. But I mean, that is two different type of quarterbacks. Matt Stafford, he's a gunslinger. He gonna throw. He feel like he can fit any ball wherever he needs to go.
Right.
Jared Goff, he's more of a precision guy. He gonna make the right throw and the right read at the right time. He's not gonna try to force anything, unless the game is on the line.
But and then and everybody was like, well, he was with Sean McVay. You still took a team to the Super Bowl.
Facts. Big facts.
Yeah. I mean, you got some credit for that, man. I mean, he just went
and
to
they go to another
You didn't have the
franchise.
greatest. You didn't have the greatest game in that Super Bowl.
No, he didn't. And neither did the guy on the other side.
He didn't. He just made one more play than you did.
That's it.
That's a fact.
But I'm tired of hearing you, bro. They're what 9-1, 10-1.
9-1, man.
9-1.
He's not the real what?
And they put 52 points up. What is that? 2 weeks or 2 of the last 3 weeks?
Bro, they didn't had at least 350 burgers this
at
year.
least.
He doing something right, man. He
Bro.
doing something right up there. I mean, if that's not impressive, I don't know what the fuck is.
Especially when you go with one franchise. At first, you're looking like a bust because you're weak ass coach that you had. You get
Oh
another
yeah,
coach,
Jeff Fisher was terrible.
take him to the Super Bowl, get traded, go to Detroit. They see you to Detroit thinking that you're gonna fall off a cliff. You get a coach that believe in you, and you get all the way to the NFC Championship game. You gotta be doing something right.
And don't forget the year Dan Campbell's first year, they was like what 1-7, 2-7, and went on a run at the end of the year, almost got in the fucking playoffs.
Yes, they sure did.
7 straight lost to Green Bay that last game of the season. Well, no, actually
They beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers last year, the fucking last game in Lambeau, y'all put him out of his motherfucking misery.
So the fuck did. I'll just say
Doing
this:
something right, bro.
I'm tired of hearing Jared Goff ain't the guy.
if you are a Cleveland broadcaster, you really can't say shit about other team's quarterback. You can't. Stop. Just stop.
Stop.
Go ahead, Sage. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm with you though. We ride. Yeah, Jared Goff is definitely not. I'm tired of
He ain't
hearing
no
Jared
fucking
Goff
top
slander.
liver at all.
Rams beat the Pats 28-22. Like I said, man, listen. I'm not never, as a Baltimore Ravens fan, I'm not never celebrating Patriots' success. But Drake May looking like the real deal. He get him some weaponry out there. He might be a problem.
Yeah.
Cause he working with 2 hand baskets and a couple brooms. Like he got Ramondre Stevenson and guys.
Jags.
Facts.
Yeah, you might be wrong. You might be right about that one, bro.
He got to find a way to throw for more than 45 combined yards against the Jets, though. Them games that Tom Brady feasted on him, so he got to get that together.
I don't think that was.
Well, Tom Brady had a couple All-Pro tight ends, All-Pro O-linemen.
No, I just look at that like he got some good games.
Tom
here.
Brady had a little bit more to go
Right.
run with.
He got some good games here, but yeah, 22 yards against the Jets and 23 yards against the Jets. Like, what the fuck happened out there, bro?
Next game, Colts. Colts get the dub against the Jets.
In the return
Of Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Glad to see that. Vikings, 10-point win over the Titans, 23-13. Dolphins start putting up points again,
Yeah.
34-19 over the Raiders. Packers
Whew.
win by the hair on their chinny chin chin.
That was fuck did.
Block a field goal to win 20-19.
I wish we was feeling like that.
Shit,
Broncos.
we make a play like that and can't capitalize on it.
Broncos belt to ass the Falcons 38-6.
I didn't see that coming.
Geno Smith game winning drive I told you I seen a little
That's
opportunity.
fun, bro. That's my first time seeing this. I did not know that.
Sorry, when I would have picked these niggas, that's some bullshit.
Tom, I seen a little bit. 20-17, Geno Smith get the game-winning running touchdown against the Niners. Texans just taking the Cowboys out the pasture, man.
Took them out to the woodshed.
Get to our games. My Ravens shit the bed once again against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have not beaten them since 2019.
In Pittsburgh.
Yeah. 18-16. Fumbling on the second play of the game is abysmal.
Yes.
Getting a pass snatched from you with one arm is disgusting. That killed us. Because we was definitely going to drive for points.
Yeah.
And then they just fucking ran the clock out and kicked another fucking field goal. It was what else? I don't know. It might be the sun in Pittsburgh with our receivers when we go there. 'Cause for some reason they can't fucking catch in that stadium, and it's disgusting. Zay Flowers lets another one boing off the fucking his face mask. What else?
Gotta be the stadium.
And
This might be the only, like, former Cleveland Brown juju that y'all get when y'all go to Pittsburgh. That might be the only old Cleveland Brown juju that y'all get. That's it. Other than that, y'all don't have it.
well, let me continue to get the bad out. Roquan, I hope your hamstring is better next Monday night. We got an extra day recovery. Lamar. Get on Lamar so people don't think I'm biased and I just, I'm a fanboy. You have to stop doing this against these two teams. Lamar, I know you want to win, bro. I know it. But you overdo certain things when you could just simply just be you. When you play Pittsburgh and when you play Kansas City, people think it's not a thing called trying too hard, but there's a thing called trying too hard. And he does it against those two teams consistently.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to take the records from them two teams away, Lamar Jackson is the greatest quarterback to ever live to play football.
Yeah.
But when you play them two teams, I don't know what goes through your head. Like, everything looks like it's moving too fucking fast for him. He's rushing shit. He don't look calm at all. I don't know. And I would love to talk to the young man and see what the fuck is going on, because in order to get what you want, bro, you have to beat them.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You got to beat the big bad wolf.
And it could be that. It could be, I'm quite sure mentally that's probably in his head. I don't know why he's thinking about it.
But if you keep doing, what is the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over again.
Expecting a different
result.
If you keep doing this, we're going to keep losing. Let's try something different. Like I said, the other shit you can't excuse. I mean, there's no excuse for it.
Right.
2 missed field goals, that has nothing to do with you. Derrick Henry fumbling has nothing to do with you. Great pass. The pass you threw to Justice Hill was beautiful. Put it right in front of Minka, right over the linebacker head, dropped that bitch in the bucket. And I was told he couldn't throw intermediately.
Shit.
You can't do nothing about that. But the other shit, missing reads, that's you.
Right.
And I think I've said it here before. I think he does let the media get into his head about, oh, you can't pass, you can't do. Bro, go win football games. If you win, they'll shut the fuck up.
That's a fact.
You see, when we was going on our winning streak, they was calling you the best thing since sliced bread.
Yep.
The second you lost, what happened?
That's when all that shit started.
They kicking your back in again.
all day long.
Just win, bro.
You gotta get that.
Just win, baby. Just win. Al Davis said it best, baby. Just win, baby, win.
You gotta win the games that you're not supposed to win. Like he's not supposed to win in Pittsburgh. He gotta win that game.
And it's
Got to.
And okay, let's get to the good. Our defense been looking like hot dog garbage shit all year. You can't waste a game like this when our defense show up and holds them to 6 fucking field goals.
Yeah. 2 games like that this year.
Hey, Marlon coming through in the clutch yet again, man.
I was told he was mid.
I be trying to tell niggas, man.
No.
Like I said, as a DB, if you're turning the ball over consistently,
Doing something right.
that's your job.
That's what we're supposed to do.
We oh my God, offense, we cannot waste a game like that. Our defense ain't played this good. No, I'm lying. We played like this against Denver, but it's too far. It's too far in between. We mostly been looking like dog shit, and our passing defense is abysmal. It was looking like record-breaking numbers against us.
Right.
And we held this team to 6 field goals, and we can't go score. And that 2-point conversion play, scrap it, throw it away, bury it, shred it, throw that bitch in the Atlantic Ocean. I don't ever want to see that shit again. That was the worst. What were we doing? Were we running it or were we throwing it? It looked like half the team didn't know what the fuck we was doing. One side of the team was going out for routes, the other team pulling like we running quarterback power. What was the play call?
There was some confusion.
In that spot, we can't have any confusion. If you're going to go win a Super Bowl, we cannot, in that spot, to tie from the ball game, there should be no confusion. That should be our favorite play, our best play. Right now, we need to have it.
All year, man.
That was terrible. But whatever. We're on to San Diego.
Yeah, what's the next one?
Saints 35, Browns 14 in New Orleans.
Well, throw for 395 yards,
The stats look amazing.
and you can't get a dub.
2 tutties, no picks.
The field goal kicker, I mean, he was just off. The defense giving up big plays, like, I mean, they scored 21 points in the 4th quarter, did New Orleans. You're just not going to win football games like that. And there's some talk that, the coach has lost the locker room. But on the same hand, people believe that he'll still be back next season. So I'm confused there. This is and continues to be an undisciplined football team. They have yet to score 20 points in the game this year. They don't.
Yeah, you did. You scored 20 against us.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So that already happened.
Yeah.
It finally happened. Thanks, Jameis. I forgot about that. It's been so few and far between, I forgot. We don't run the football
Fucking
enough.
Eddie Jackson.
We can't get off the field on 3rd down. I think where's their 3rd down conversion rate? If I can find it real quick. I don't know if they're going to have that stat here, but we couldn't get off the field on 3rd down.
You talking about for this game or for the year?
Just this game right here. Just more, shooting yourself in the foot. and not properly executing. Jerry Jeudy has his best game as a Brown. 6 catches for 142, the long 89 touch.
Third down offensively.
Okay, we can't get third down, and we can't stay on the field on third down, and then we can't get off the motherfucker on the other end.
The Saints were 5 of 10.
It's 50%. It's pretty good on third down conversions. So listen, I'm gonna go down to the tank this year, maybe for another week or two. Cause I gotta stand in the wind. But yeah, we gotta do better. I'm just looking forward to the draft.
Oh shit.
I'm not even gonna expound any longer.
Get the bad out the way, Dom. Bengals lose another heartbreaker in LA. Chargers 34, Bengals 27.
Well, it's a familiar story yet again. Offense started out slow, then the defense started to play well, get the offense back in the game. But fuck all that. I just hate how we want to gloss over how Joe and Jamar got all these yards, but yet when it always matters the most, 3 and out, or we turnover on downs, or we can't seem to get a 2-point conversion to take the lead late in the ball game, or interception.
Man, we're back.
So I don't want these yards and these offensive yards to fool everybody. When the game is on the line, all season our offense has not been clutch at all. You can start all the way back from week 1 with the Patriots, 3 and out, when we had a chance to go win the game. Even against Kansas City, we're up 10. Third down, Joe Burrow fumbles, they return it back to go score. Momentum swinging play, Kansas City ends up going to win. Against Washington, we're putting up points, but we're kicking field goals when we should be scoring because our defense can't stop anything. And I can just go on and on, but our offense has not been clutch all season. No matter how great they want to call Joe, no matter how great they want to call Chase, I've been seeing time and time again where even the game against the Ravens early in the season, we have a chance to go for a potential game-winning drive to put the game away. Interception to Marlon Humphrey. Next thing you know, we lose the game. Our kicker, who supposed to be had a nickname called Money Mac, dead that shit. He's not money at all. He's broke now. Dead that shit. And like last week against the Chargers, if we get a simple first down, we control the game. Well, hopefully to kick a game-winning kick or a touchdown. And what? On 3rd and 8, you throw to Jamar Chase, and he drops the pass. Offense off the field, and you put the hands back in you put the game back into the defensive hands, and they let you down once again. So it's just a bad season. The writing is on the wall. Like, I can care less about all the yards. I can care less about the stats. I can care less about the touchdowns. When they really mean most, we're not getting them. And play calling has a lot to do with that. But no matter what these coaches, whatever plays they're calling, it's always going to come down to the players on the field making the right reads, catching the ball. They can't go out there and do it for us. The players got to go out there and do it themselves. It's plenty of times when the coach call a bad call and the players make a miraculous play to make the coach look good. Football has always been a team sport, and our defense haven't been able to do anything for us all year. And I'm just tired of everybody always talking about how, we're racing an MVP season from Joe. Yeah, it looked good, but our record would be a lot better if this motherfucker put some games away. And real talk, when we went on our Super Bowl run, a lot of that came from our defense that held it down for us because they were doing the same thing, going 3 and out, putting our defense on the field, and our defense was causing turnovers to let our kicker, who did have some money back in the day, was making some kicks. Now he's missing them. So all this shit is just terrible, man. It's a bad football team, and the record speaks for itself.
You ain't shoot Joe Burrow no bail?
Nah, ain't no more bail, bro.
That's what's up.
Ain't no more bail, bro.
Alright.
He's still a great quarterback because he's still going out there throwing the ball 50 times a game, getting smacked up, still getting up every single play, throwing it deep to our guys, making the right reads. But when it comes down to it, when we need to play, when we need to stay on the field to get this first down, when we need to go on this drive to go score, he don't get it done. And so he's not. He's still at the top. He's not at the top. But he's still, in my opinion, he's still the top 5 quarterback. But you can't put him in a class.
That's easy.
You can't put him in a class with Pat. Maybe you can. I don't really think you could put him in a class with Lamar because Lamar puts games away. Even with his legs or with his arm, he still puts games away. So he's in the tier below, and until he show me otherwise, he gotta step it up. And that's why we're losing like how we are. This bye week came at a great time. They need to go down, sit down, and watch some film and get their shit together. But coming after the bye, we'll probably lose to Pittsburgh, and we'll continue losing and get a good draft pick, and they'll probably fumble it like they've been doing these past few years. I'm sick of it.
Right here at the starting 5, man, you get that real shit. We don't sugarcoat shit for our teams.
Sugarcoat
if them
nothing,
niggas
bro.
fucking up, you gonna hear it right here, baby.
Sugarcoat nothing, bro.
Absolute shit show going on this way.
I got nothing to say.
All right, so we'll get into our.
We got one more.
Oh, we got another game.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we got our Jets
I
game.
told don't. Well, we did the Jets game. We can't do the recap because just on out here. I said the score for that one. But I told Dom I was gonna get his bad shit out the way.
Oh, that's right. So
now I'm gonna give his good shit. Game of the week.
I forgot about that one.
Game of the week. Kansas City visited the Buffalo Bills. Josh got it done.
Got it done. Shout out to Josh.
Mark Cooper said he ain't had this much fun in a long time. What the fuck was he doing here last year? That wasn't fun? That shit wasn't fun, Amari? Damn.
You put them numbers.
He gaslight.
Yeah.
Like you put up a 260. You set a fucking record last year. All time for the Browns. You want to have no fun? That wasn't fun?
he had to make it sound good for his niggas in Buffalo.
Right.
Man, stop caping.
That's all it is. Can't tell me what happened fun last year. You was getting every target.
I want to apologize to the Bills. Earlier in the season, I picked them to finish 3rd in the division. I didn't think the defense would play this well. Offense, the receiving core they've been very steady, but Josh has been putting the cape on his back and holding it down for the squad. Run game has been good enough to the point where they're able to continue to keep drives going and able to put up points on the board. I owe y'all an apology for not believing in y'all. And shouts out to y'all for giving the Chiefs their first loss of the season. They should have been had a loss on the season, but shouts out to y'all for being clutch, getting them niggas up out of there. And shouts out to Josh, cause low key you having an MVP type season. The numbers don't really support it compared to the other quarterbacks, but you are holding it down, having a great season. You about 9-2, 8-2, 1-2, 9-2, holding it down. Had a chance to be a number 1 seed, even after I didn't even have any faith in y'all. And y'all making me eat crow, and I take it.
One question going out. And we know how when people come to work they disgruntled.
We all had them 3rd except for EB.
Yeah.
EB had them 2nd.
Adam 2nd. We all had those disgruntled employees that we work with that complain this, that, and the 3rd. Do you think Diggs was just bringing down the culture?
I think
because
so.
they still doing the same shit without him.
I think so. And I even said that. I'm like, man, players like that. I said that move was probably addition by subtraction because a lot of the stuff he was doing was probably bringing down the morale and the culture in the locker room, and it started to show on the field. And I said it. You did all that talking, and you didn't make the play of the game against the Chiefs last year in the playoffs. That would possibly have won y'all the game, and you didn't do it. So it's like you moving on was addition by subtraction, and I stand by that. And the players, they showing that on the field that they doing better without you. And unfortunately, you out for the season. I wish you a speedy recovery, but hey, that's just how life works sometimes, man.
Hey man, I know your Bengals 4-7, man, but y'all still in the hunt.
It's tough, bro. We gotta win out. Just to have a chance.
Yeah, you got to, but I mean,
And that's
you got a shot.
I don't know.
So you said there's a chance.
Nah. Playoffs?
But it's a chance.
Trying to win a game.
They are
10th.
10th right now. The top 7 getting in.
Yep.
So they 2 games in the loss column behind the Broncos, man.
And they got a player.
Yeah.
So you can pick up. Stranger things will happen, man. Maybe the bye week coming at a good time for y'all.
Hey.
Cause y'all got 2 against Pittsburgh.
Yep.
1 more against the Browns.
Broncos, and we got Dallas. And I think we got Tennessee too.
That's 3
Yep.
that you can get.
Yeah, y'all got the
I mean, I might need to pause, too.
Cowboys.
I mean, we got to check what the Broncos.
That Broncos game gonna be
and
huge.
the Cup schedule is, but
We gotta get there. We gotta see Pittsburgh first.
hey man, all the goddamn fucking field goals and then y'all get some touches.
The divisional games they
always
coin flips.
wacky though.
The divisional games are coin flips, no matter how well or
Yeah,
how
so
bad
they're playing.
each team is playing.
No
That's just a
question.
coin flip.
We'll see tomorrow. Week 12, fellas.
Let's get to it.
So based off
Oh
last
yeah,
week,
you gotta.
I finished the recap. My bad.
I did it. Yeah.
based off last week, we had 2 ties. We had a tie for 3rd and 4th. John and Howe finishing at 9 and 5. And we had 2 ties at the top. Me and EB both finishing 10 and 4. I'm still struggling. I'm trying to stay in the hut. I'm still last. With
10 behind How. How gotta have a shit can.
I'm
Hey man,
80,
just pick up like
87
2
and
games a week.
76. And 4th. Hive is 3rd at 97 and 65. Johnny EB is tied at the top at 104 and 58.
Wow. At least I picked that game back up. Hold on, did I pick the Steelers back? No, I picked the Ravens.
Yep.
I did.
I'm only going to pick Pittsburgh.
You did.
What game you give me with? Philly.
Philly? Okay, because we all had SF and KC and all of that, so. No, actually, no, you took the Seahawks. So
That's what got me back on.
I think I'm done with the Browns.
You got everybody with that Denver one, too.
I told y'all, man, it just felt right. I had a feeling. But I eked out something that Green Bay was eking out. You feel me? That about 1
Oh,
point.
and I picked New Orleans and you picked the Browns.
Oh. I did pick the Clippers. All right. Good competition.
Oh yeah, we both picked it. Go Chargers, go.
Oh.
So time for picks.
Let's get it. I think how Texas is, didn't he?
Yeah, he texted us in.
All right. Shout out. Florida boy.
So of course, if you just now joining the pod, we pick our favorite team games last. So of course Thursday night will be getting pushed down. So we're gonna start Sunday 1 o'clock. There are no London or Germany games. Buccaneers Giants in New York. Danny DeVito's nephew.
Shit.
Are we all on the Buccaneers?
Yes.
I mean, they started the season off so well, man. They just been reeling.
Injuries.
Damn.
We lost Chris Godwin and Mike Evans in the same
so
league.
Fuck did. Let me get a shake and bake them, man. I don't.
And they
You know what? Hold on, time out.
This be a Tommy DeVito special.
It probably is gonna be.
They both paused. They Don went to the parlays and shit. They went to go check some shit. Tampa Bay is favored by 6.
This is tough.
Let me get shake and bake, man. I'm gonna stay with it.
Give me
That's
Tampa
why I
Bay.
ain't overthinking.
Give me
man.
Tampa Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Chiefs coming off a loss for the first time this year go to Carolina to play the Panthers, who are on a 2-game winning streak.
Wow, they've done something the Browns can't even fucking do this year.
So we got a team on a losing streak versus winning streak, people. What you got?
That's a first.
What you got?
Give me the Chiefs, man. They're not gonna lose to the fucking Carolina Panthers, man. Fucking Nuggies.
I just had to build it up. Had to build it up for the people.
did.
For the people. All right. Cowboys. Looking like boys, just boys. Versus the Commanders.
Let me watch
In DC, well, not DC, but DC.
At any point in time, are we gonna have a Trey Lance sighting? I mean, wouldn't this be the time to see what he got?
You would think.
I think the writing's on the wall.
He
You
asked.
think he asked? You might be right, bro.
Two-way trash bag.
They reached on that pick, the Niners. They reached.
Dumping it, wrist it out, put Warrior.
They reached, and then they sort of. Let me get the Commanders, man. I ain't gonna play with it.
Yeah, I can't. Cowboys look like they quit 2 weeks ago.
I agree.
Yeah. Patriots Dolphins.
That might be a showdown.
It's Miami.
Yep.
In Miami.
Yep.
Miami.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the fans, man. Two have been playing pretty good. He better not almost get a concussion again. I know that much. He better stay in that pocket and slide, put a knee down, do something.
Don't say nothing, bro.
You see some opportunity?
I do, because Christian Gonzalez really plays Tyreek Hill really good. Fuck.
Exactly how it is. Exactly how it is.
I ain't gonna do it. Give me the Dolphins. Titans Texans.
So we're all on the Texans.
Absolutely.
This next game is Lions Colts in Indy.
Detroit.
These out of these.
Oh yeah, you need that playoff seed. Playoff
You do.
seed purposes.
You do.
Um,
Can I just say one thing? As I look at the NFL schedule, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that have the same record as the Cleveland Browns. So I really don't feel that bad. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Carry on.
give me the Lions too, man. Vikings Bears in Chicago.
I want to pick Chicago so bad, but I can't. Give me the Vikings. I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
Come on, Chi-Town.
That's a toss up. And I don't know why, because I mean the Vikings are 8-2, but
Sam Darnold question.
you know they've looked mortal recently.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I feel like the Bears can't get out their own fucking way right now.
Yeah, you fools this fuck up.
Broncos Raiders in Vegas.
Division game. Dude, I'm gonna take the Unicorns, man. I mean the Broncos.
me see something.
Gardner Minshew versus
Yeah, give me the
Bo
Broncos.
Nix. Yeah.
Trying to see what. I see a couple places. I feel like we're gonna differ. I'll pick me in some games. Niners, Packers.
At Lambeau.
In the frozen tundra of Lambeau.
Hey man, SF is reeling this year. I don't think they got that same thirst they've had the past couple years.
Give me San Francisco.
Yeah, I got it too.
They ain't had that same thirst. Give me Green Bay.
It's just something when San Fran see that green G, they play a little different.
Yes, they do.
I don't know what it is. It's been a minute too.
Packers coming in with some confidence though.
They done did that before too.
Coming off an emotional win.
Very emotional. Another divisional game. Cardinals Seahawks. Cards coming off the bye. Currently in first place
Wow.
in the NFC West.
Nobody saw that coming.
Let me get the
Nobody.
let me get the Maserati in them.
Maserati. See, I
Yeah.
don't come off an emotional win.
I got Maserati Mar.
Alright, but I got Seattle.
They did what they need. They did what I needed them to do last week.
Last week. So we get off that horse.
Eagles Rams Sunday night in LA.
Neutrofield.
Give me the Rams.
Let me get
Give
the
me the
Eagles.
Rams.
Let me get the Eagles. Let me get a Philly cheese.
Me.
Let me get that hip city veg Philly cheese. With the nuggets.
Philly.
They got the nuggets.
Yeah, dog.
They got nuggets there too.
Bring it back out, Philly.
Give me a
Yeah,
shake.
I got the Eagles.
Let me get the shake too. Shake. Vanilla shake.
All right.
Hey, if you out there and you into franchising, could you bring a hip city veg to Cleveland, please? Thank you.
This week Dom has no games because both his teams are on byes.
Double buys?
Thank God.
Bye-bye.
I mean, grew a couple gray hairs this season.
Hey, listen, we played Thursday, Sunday, felt so peaceful.
What?
Not having to sit there and watch your team play.
What?
That Sunday hit way different.
Way different, bro. I finally got a chance to relax.
So Browns Steelers Thursday night tomorrow. Game will be played once you hear us, but let's pick it, fellas.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
Bruh.
Are we picking the upset? The game right here in the city.
Daryl Ryder.
City lit. Downtown West 6 going up.
Daryl Ryder.
It's
had
gonna
a
be at
hunch.
least 7 fights. I got the
Same.
over under. What you got? I got
Anybody gonna
7.
be there, man? It's gonna be a wintry mix.
Let's take Super Bowl.
What? It's Cleveland versus Pittsburgh.
Well, I listened to the radio this morning. Filipponi feels like Cleveland's not the destination that Steeler Nation goes to travel. He said we'd rather go to LA or Vegas or somebody like that. So he said Cleveland, probably not. Then, Browns fans ain't showing up for this shit.
Shit. Okay.
40,000 in the stands
I'm picking the upset.
40?
with that wintry mix.
I'm picking the upset.
More people gonna tell they're just gonna go to the game. Let me get let me get the Browns, bro. This is the last week I'm gonna go down with the Titanic. Unless they get a win.
This ain't Super Bowl right here.
This is it. This ain't Michael Jackson. This is it.
I feel like this is gonna be a very close game. I understand why y'all picking the upset, but for standing purposes, I gotta beat EB, so I gotta
Touche.
Monday night, Hardball Bowl, Part 3.
The chin versus the grin.
J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards looking for some revenge.
Awesome, she said.
Let me get ball, man.
I fuck with JK too. I wanted to keep him. The nigga couldn't stay healthy.
Give me the Clippers.
To the Clippers. I feel you.
You already know what. You already know where my allegiance lies.
Lamar gonna bounce back.
Purple gang.
Absolutely.
All right, and that concludes
Picks for the
our
week.
Week 12 recap and picks. So we'll scurry on to the state of the Cavaliers, who last night were, in my opinion, were upset by Boston Celtics, 120-117. But they got that dub right back tonight, whooping the New Orleans Pelican ass, 128-100. Of course, Darius Garland didn't have his best game of the year last night, 3 for 21 from the field. I think he had quite a few turnovers too.
You say you?
I say ill.
Coach gave it up to pretty much tired legs type game. Feel like Darius didn't have it. I feel like the Boston Celtics game plan was to put him in every pick and roll they could and put everybody on him defensively that they could, and they did. Now, what I'll say about a young player like Darius, it's good that happened because now he got some tape that he can go back and watch, as opposed to maybe not making that adjustment right there in the game. So I'm not going to sell the kid after one game. Obviously, we had our differences last year about the inconsistent play. I don't think this is the same thing. I think this is just one night. Cavaliers being down, Karis LeVert, Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro, who are all rotational players, and Max Strus, who hasn't played this season, contributed to how the Cavs didn't play last night. They wasn't fast at all. They didn't push pace at all. So they couldn't run a normal offense because they only play 8 bodies.
That's our strength.
It is. So with that being said, I know the Boston Celtics are the champs, but I still feel the way I feel about them. If they do it again, I'll shut the fuck up. But until then, I'm not. And so we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all in May.
Just like y'all was saying,
See
think
you in
about
May.
how undermanned we was, and they was.
They'll argue, well, Kristaps Porzingis didn't play. Well, he never plays. He didn't play in the fucking finals. Y'all didn't need him. So miss me with that.
1-5.
He made a difference. I ain't gonna cap.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about? They said one week we missing 5 pieces.
1-5. Come on.
So, and we still made a game of it because we was getting our ass kicked.
Hell of a game.
And we made a game of it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this was my thoughts on. Since we hear State of the Cavs, this is my thoughts on. Flagrant or no?
I thought so. It deserved a look.
Absolutely.
And I was telling time down before you got here, man, when you see Tony Brothers in the building, that means the NBA needs some check and balances. So, no, we cannot allow Cleveland to beat the Celtics and go 16-0. That's not. They didn't foresee that, so they didn't want that to happen. That's my conspiracy thought, but the free throw shooting was off, was definitely off last night. Yeah, that was a flagrant foul. He made. Did Jeff Van Gundy, what's his name, Van Gundy, the short fat one? Don't say, Stan.
Stan.
He made a play on the ball.
Steve.
No, he didn't. That's whiplash.
He went to go tackle my man.
And so I can't. I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck. I don't like Jason Tatum. I'm gonna put it out there in the atmosphere. Don't like you as a basketball player. I don't know you as a man.
And the push off was crazy.
Man, listen, bro.
Arm extended and everything.
He gets away with shit. He traveled the other night against Toronto. They didn't fucking call that. So
Oh, yeah, on the 3-point.
I'm not gonna call the man overrated. He alright, but miss me. I've seen better. I've seen much better.
And the fact that any other time Boston shoots all the amount of threes, the discrepancy from 3-pointer, Boston's running away with that game.
Yeah, they
The
shot
fact that
50%.
they had to scratch and claw their way to a win,
That's what I'm saying. We
let me know what type of
undermanned,
team
and we
we
came
is.
back in that ball game.
That let
I
me
mean,
know what
we've
type of
done that
team we is.
before, though.
Facts.
Like I said, last year we beat y'all with Dean Wade giving y'all 30. So,
Facts.
listen, man, I'm not wavered. I'm still gonna talk my shit. I bet you people, that was listening to the pod was like, oh, this nigga talking cash money, nigga, about beating the Celtics. I still feel the same fucking way. You ain't gonna knock me off my rocker, baby. Cavs in 6.
All day.
God damn it. Listen, Dean Wade gave y'all 30.
I mean, once again,
What money Paul Pierce said? What's his name? Dean, like D-E-A-N?
Yeah.
Wade, Dean Wade. We're not gonna call him D Wade. D-W. Yeah, him. 30.
Y'all gotta come see us again December 1st at the crib. We know how them whistles get swallowed in Boston.
Oh yeah.
We know what goes on over there. It's all good.
That's why I gotta handle business.
And shout out, and my man Darius been balling all season. And this game, he got locked up. He got locked up. They put him in a straitjacket. D White and Drew Holiday, I feel like it's really gonna come down to him figuring out how is he able to be effective against those two players, because those are one of the two best players in the NBA on the guard level.
On-ball defenders.
Defenders. And the way that Drew Holiday plays, the way that Darius Garland plays, he's not that strong, so we have to use a lot of his quickness and shiftiness against them. And they're not going for none of that. They locked down, so I feel like our series is going to come down to a lot to how he's effective. He only had 2 turnovers. The missed shots was abysmal, and I don't mind some of his shots that he was taking. A few of them was questionable, but he was still aggressive, and I like that. So
y'all know who I think gonna win this series for us? When we see them I believe in the Eastern Conference Final. It's gonna be Evan Mobley.
Yep.
Look, man.
Evan will have to win this series for us.
This is the first time this year you look at the box and you see Spider with 29 FGAs and Darius with 21. That's not how we win. That's not how we've been winning. So we were put in a spot where those two guys had to, really turn it up in terms of shot selection or shot opportunities versus a set defense, because we didn't really get transition, and we didn't play Cavs basketball yesterday for 4 quarters. We probably did for maybe a quarter and a half. Yeah. And so, like you said, man, we can come out of that with a 3-point L and
not look like ourselves at all.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be optimistic, and they gotta shoot 50% from 3 to beat us. That's not gonna happen every night, because you got LeVert and Okoro out there. That shit's you get run off that line.
How many threes they made compared to us?
So Boston shots 3-pointers 22 of 41 for 53%. The Cavaliers were 10 for 29 for 34%.
They hit 12 more threes and won by 3 points.
And we talked about the free throw line. 10 of 14.
I keep telling this, bro.
Not worried at all.
Actually, I gotta take that back, man. We had 15. We had more free throw attempts than they did, but it was just the timing, because a no call here or a no call there changed the complexion of the game, and nobody had a plus other than Ty Jerome and George Niang. All our stars.
Shout out to Ty Jerome, man. He been balling all year.
Unsung hero, man. He had fucking 30 tonight. He had 27 at the halftime.
That man can ball.
Hey, listen. Wherever you got your ankle, fam, let me know.
He got a new one.
He got the Terminator titanium joint from the future. Cause I ain't never.
Yeah, he had 29 points today. The rookie Jalen Tyson with 11 boards and 7 assists. So
with a young fella.
We talked. I called the radio today, and I
you can win basketball games without scoring points.
Yes, you can.
That's big.
And I expressed the need of another big, a la Larry Nance Jr. or somebody that ilk. The radio host said, "No, we need a swing man." I said, "No, he's already on the roster. He's just not playing yet. We ain't gotta pull no money and spend no $100 million on no
and
three."
Like you said, Max ain't played yet this year.
Man, listen. So we got Amani, we got Jalen, and don't sleep on Luke Tarver as a backup player. So I think we pumped the brakes on the 3. I think we got it already. But
I would like a backup bid.
Yeah, for the
I would love it.
that 3-man. Yeah, we need
Well,
one for
like,
3-man
just
rotation.
one more, just to be on the safe side. 'Cause I
Maybe maybe we have him on the roster too. We just ain't playing him for real.
it could.
We could
Potentially.
coach throw him out. Let's see what JT all about.
Yeah, because he long, lanky.
Hey, yo.
No Diddy, of course.
I'm so
No
sorry.
Diddy, of course.
No Diddy.
I haven't said that. But yeah, Cavs still in 6, baby.
All day long, every day.
Twice
Twice on Sundays.
No, but that's the opportunity for Coach Atkinson to say, look, guys, because you think about it, the game against Charlotte was closer than it should have been. They blew Chicago out late, but it was close.
It was close.
The Brooklyn Nets, maybe last Friday, that was closer than what it should have been. So
Shit, we had to come back in that one.
right, so it's been some slippage, but they've been able to overcome it. But when you play Boston, you can't have much slippage, and you can't have key players hurt. Not worried. Do you see any worry in my face?
Look me in my face.
It ain't happening.
Not worried.
And look, and you from Boston and you want to chime in, please do so. We'll listen to you. Fuck, we'll put you on speakerphone if you want to call while we do the pod.
Maybe.
Maybe. If we can hear you, because your accent is crazy. It's not Park, it's Pac. It's Pac. Anyway, Pac.
Niggas retarded.
But you know, not to throw shade at nobody from Boston, but y'all team is ass for real. Hey, that's the disdain that we have in the sports world, you know, whether it's a real statement or not. Any closing arguments, guys, before we get about here? Oh, one other thing. We ain't talking about the old man in a while. Bronny James, that is, the senior. The 3 straight triple doubles. And this might be it could have been. No, he missed it. This might be the thoughts on. What are your thoughts on JJ Redick putting him back at the point guard? I mean, quite frankly, that's his best position. He's seated for like nobody. So why not be the point?
I mean, any smart man, any smart coach would do that.
Especially now.
Paul Silas, where you at, man?
That's allowing D-Lo to get off the ball.
Way off that motherfucker. Way off of it.
That's allowing their rookie to get more catch and shoots, and he's been cooking lately. And that's all the Lakers been needing, the consistent shooter to knock down some shots.
Just the threat of it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we can't double. We gotta stay connected. Because if
I leave, it's knocked down.
That opened LA enough for AD and Brown and for Austin Reeves to be crafty and get his buckets.
Yeah, he balling this year. I told y'all he had to be around that 23 for 20 to 18, 20 plateau for it to matter. Anything less than that was uncivilized for him. That wasn't gonna get it done. And so he balling this year, and that's what it really took. And that's the difference. That's why they 10-4 really, because he stepped his game up. He had to go there. They gave him the money. He had to go there.
That's a fact. I mean, we done seen Brown our whole career, man. We didn't run out of words to describe him, bro. Just keep balling.
And you know what's crazy?
And stop hating on him,
He
man.
ain't even in mid-season form yet.
Just listen, man. Just let that man just witness the greatness, man. Let's not take this for granted, bro.
Appreciate it. You ain't gonna see this no more.
He ain't even turned it on yet. It's November, folks.
Just appreciate it, man.
That's it, man. That's all I gotta say about it, man. Just watch the ride, man. 22 years?
22, bro.
He's still a top 5 player.
I ain't seen nothing like it before in my
That's
life,
unheard
bro.
of.
Here's my last party and shot before we get up out of here. And we hit it a little bit though. I just want to know, can the Milwaukee Bucks turn it around and make this a 3-team race in the Eastern Conference? They 6-9 as of today.
Yes.
They gotta fake. If the inside turmoil within the team because it looked like it was about to implode.
Right, it did.
If that's fixed, I can see them putting, with Giannis and Dame, I can see them putting some shit together. As long as that locker room is cool.
I was going to just real quickly pull up their website. I think I want to just see this.
But I was told we was gonna be a fight for a 6 seed this year, play-in spot, baby.
I just want to see this real quick if I can.
The Pacers. I said, what?
Now,
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
when you struggling, because they lost against the. Well, actually, they beat the Rockets, so I ain't gonna say that. Can I go back? Damn, this ain't on the car website.
They just lost to Charlotte.
Well, I was gonna say they did lose to Charlotte, but they had some games against the Pistons. They had some get well games. That was my point. So I don't want to. And you know, you need Giannis to go out bodily, worldly in order for him to get this done right now. And we know players got to do that. You know, I don't know if can he sustain that over the long haul?
Nah.
We have not seen that. Like he got to go off for 35 every night.
I mean, he can. That's his average, honestly.
Right now, yeah, he averages 32.
That's you. That's
He had that 59 pointer that put him over the threshold for
That's
sure.
usually, yeah, he's good for 28 to 35, for 12 to 16 rebounds a game with about 3 to 4 assists. That's usually what he's around every single night. So I don't see that stopping, but as far as sustaining the 50-point games, 40-point games, he's going to always come back to earth and come back to his medium, but I just feel like they got to put more emphasis on the defensive side of the ball because that was their calling card when they were
Yeah, no question.
when they were
The
winning,
defense.
when they were dominant. That was their calling card. Was their defense. So they got to get back to that. And with that coach, that coach and that assistant coach, it's going to be rough.
That would be Doc Rivers and Darvin. Don't call me Thanksgiving ham.
Oh, this lit.
So, we'll keep our eye on the Bucks. We'll check on them in a couple weeks to see where they at and see if they're gonna make some noise in the Eastern Conference.
That's lit.
I don't know what we're looking at yet, but I'm gonna sign out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our correspondent down in Florida sent something to the group. J. Cole will be dropping podcast episodes with the name of his mixtapes. And while doing that simultaneously, we'll be putting them on DSPs for you to enjoy and listen to. So if you don't got them on your phone, you don't have to go to YouTube anymore. You can go to Spotify or Apple Music where you can find our podcast also.
That part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's lit. Holiday season.
Yeah. So next time you see us, we'll do our turkey episode next week for sure.
Y'all love those.
We might be a little turned up next week.
Yes,
we
sir.
haven't been out in a while.
We'll have the vibe.
And we gonna get
Might
in
have
our
some
bag.
special guests popping in.
For sure. And so, listen, we thank y'all for the continued support. We know it ain't many, but we appreciate the few. Keep rocking with us. Share it, like, comment, subscribe, and always keep holding us down. So, with that being said, we just started 5 podcasts. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. That'd be Apple and Spotify. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the second time to our YouTube channel. We just started 5, y'all. -2 though. We out.
Peace. Hey, y'all know what to do. Tell your mama about me. And tell her friends, and you tell your friends and cousins, because Thanksgiving coming up. So when you sitting around the table eating your yams and greens, let somebody know that, hey, y'all need to check us out on the Star 5 podcast on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Lock in.